السلام عليكم وشكرا جزيلا. يسعدني كثيرا أن أعود إلى السودان لأول مرة منذ 10 سنوات، وقد سعدت كثيرا بلقاء رئيس الوزراء كامل ادريس اليوم مع زملائي من الدول الشمال الاوروبي. This is an important visit for us at a critical time for Sudan. I would like to start by conveying our devastation at the shocking destruction and indescribable human suffering that the ongoing war has brought upon your country. For me, I lived in Khartoum for 3 years between 2012 to 2015. My youngest daughter was born while we were there, and she bears the Arabic name Noor in honor of her Sudanese heritage. I am Abu Noor, but I am also Sadiq al-Sudan. Sweden, Denmark, and Finland are longtime supporters of Sudan, and we continue to be so. Since the outbreak of the war, the Nordic countries have been some of the largest donors to the people of Sudan, and Sweden alone has provided more than $200 million in aid over the past 2.5 years. Today, with Prime Minister Idris and other representatives of the authorities here in Port Sudan, we have discussed the importance of that aid reaching all the people across Sudan. Humanitarian access and respect for international law are critical, and we are coordinating closely both with Sudanese authorities, the United Nations, and other international partners to make sure that this can be upheld. Last Tuesday, I had the honor of attending the prize ceremony for the prestigious Right Livelihood Award in Stockholm. This year's award was given to the Sudanese Aid Movement Emergency Response Rooms, which with its 26,000 volunteers across Sudan is doing an absolutely incredible job of supporting local communities through the powerful spirit of Nafir. These and all other civilian aid workers in the field need protection, both in order to provide assistance and increase food security today, but also to safeguard the social fabric of Sudan for tomorrow. The unfolding atrocities in Al-Fasher and other areas are as horrifying as they are an urgent call for further action. We must do everything in our power to prevent and investigate war crimes, the organized use of sexual violence as a weapon of war, and grave human rights violations in Sudan, including through enforcing existing arms embargoes, curbing foreign sponsoring of the conflict, and allowing the UN fact-finding mission to do its work in Sudan to ensure accountability. Serious human rights violations have been committed by both parties to the conflict. Justice must be ensured by all belligerents, and every perpetrator must be held accountable. The EU has recently sanctioned the RSF commander Abdelrahim Hamdan Dagalo, and Sweden's foreign minister has publicly also called for further individual sanctions against the RSF leader Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo, also known as Hemeti. The Nordic countries and the European Union are doing everything we can to support Sudan in reaching a ceasefire and prepare for a Sudan-led, Sudan-owned democratic political process towards an inclusive civilian government. We want to underline in this regard the importance of protecting the unity and territorial integrity of Sudan, without which the stability of the whole region would be threatened. This stability includes joint strategic interests, such as maritime security in the Red Sea, the risks of further irregular migration, as well as Sudan's important role in fighting international terrorism. We support the efforts by the Quad Group to broker a ceasefire in Sudan, and we are working closely with the EU Special Representative Annette Weber to reach an understanding between SAF and the RSF to protect civilian infrastructure. In addition to saving lives and reducing the tragic human costs of this conflict, these two building blocks for a more peaceful development are also critical to attract foreign investments to Sudan and to enable potential reconstruction projects from Sweden, Denmark, Finland, and other donors in the future. Sweden, Denmark, and Finland will continue to support Sudan, and our deepened future engagement will be built upon credible progress with regards to the requirements outlined in the EU Council conclusions. I hope that this will be one of many visits to Sudan for us in our respective capacities in the future. Shukran jazilan.